Hi everyone, today we're going to be learning about the fees associated with mutual funds. This channel is all about simplifying personal finance so we can be more independent and confident with our money. If that sounds like something you're interested in, hit the subscribe button and let's get started. After sifting through a sea of research, you've finally narrowed down the perfect mutual funds for your portfolio. But what about the fees? Fees actually aren't something to be afraid of, but you do want to know what you're getting in exchange for what you're paying, so let's take a closer look. The first fee to be aware of is an MER, and it's a percentage that's charged on your entire portfolio. As an example, it might be 2% on your mutual fund, which you might have $10,000 invested in. That would cost you $200 a year, and that covers everything from the fund managers that are buying and selling on your behalf to the administrative costs of the portfolio. Now, it is important to know that the MER is charged regardless of whether or not the portfolio made money. The next fee to be aware of is the Trading Expense Ratio, or TER. This is the cost that the fund incurs from buying and selling investments within the mutual fund. Just like an MER, it's a percentage that's charged on the entire portfolio that you own. The third type of fee are sales fees, and these are fees that you pay to your broker or the institution that's selling you the investment. A front-end load fee is an example of a fee that's paid when you initially purchase that investment, and it's usually a percentage of the entire amount that you're investing. A back-end load, also referred to as low load or DSC, which stands for Deferred Sales Charge, is a fee that you pay when you actually sell units of your fund, and it's charged as a percentage. Typically, it's conditional on a time frame, so if you sell your fund 5 years or less after you bought it, this is when this fee might sometimes be implied. Now, not all funds have front-end and back-end load fees. In fact, these are very typical amongst segregated funds, which I'll have another video on. That being said, you might be paying advisor fees. So take a look at my video about questions to ask when shopping around for a financial advisor to learn a little bit more about how investment advisors are paid and what those fees might look like. Well, what if you're buying your mutual funds online? Is there any changes to the fees? Well, part of the cost associated with an MER is the service and advice that you're receiving from your advisor or your bank. If you are knowledgeable and comfortable to purchase your investments yourself, then many of the same mutual funds that you would find at your local bank can be found online for a cheaper price. These mutual funds are referred to as D-series funds. This wraps up our video on mutual fund fees. If you found it helpful, please give me a thumbs up. And don't forget, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on weekly videos. Thanks for watching.